Hi guys, it's Kat, and I want to introduce a guest who has been on the Adventure Paradox podcast before, but now she is coming back as an author and podcaster herself. I'm freaking out! Erica, can you please introduce people so that they know, not other people, but you, to the people? They know who you are, what you're all about. You have so many incredible gifts. We will drop our full length interview, but when you're introducing yourself, how do you describe yourself? Who are you to the world?
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I think for a really long time I was a life purpose coach, and then I kind of got, I moved into the business coaching space and was a sole business coach for a really long time, and now I'm just kind of pulling it all together. It's like I don't want to leave out either part. So, I help people to really discover their life purpose, their original medicine, what are their divine gifts, why are they here? And how can they turn that into a soul aligned business and create six figure, multiple six figure, or seven figure businesses from that?
So good. Hats off to you, girl. I
Thank
have
you.
here the book. You
Yay!
were also the International Coach of the Year in 2020. You forgot to mention that, so I'm
Oh,
throwing it
thank
out there
you.
for you.
Thank you.
You've been on Forbes, New York Times, Inspired Magazine, all of these different things while being a single mom and
Yeah.
building up this seven-figure business, which you burned down. We're going to
Yep.
talk about all of the lessons that you learned in the rebuild with the gaps, but just to give people a teaser, because I know there's someone out there watching this live who's like, what? I'm listening. Like, I'm thinking about burning something down or something about my purpose, how this started, maybe isn't working now. What is maybe one flag or one feeling that you would say would resonate with someone in that space that they
Oh
should
my
listen to?
goodness. Yeah, that's amazing. I have burned everything down at this point. I never thought I'd burn my business down, but I did. I burned it down and built it back up. I burned down my marriage. I burned down my home. I burned down my entire life, Kat. Like I have done it all. And when I look back on those times, all of those times, in all honesty, my only regret and one wish is that I would have done it sooner. I let it drag on for too long to the detriment of myself and my health and my mental health and my physical health, emotional health, all of it. If you know, you know. And at that point, it's like I just dragged it on because I was afraid. I wish I just would have done it sooner.
Oh, so powerful. And we do talk about you being a cancer survivor. We also
Yeah.
talk about how you talked to your children about cancer and also who you wrote this book for. Would
Yeah.
you just say something about that and maybe something about it's not just our two-legged children, but our four-legged children, also horse girl here,
Yeah.
and why you do it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, cancer was the pivotal point. You and I talked about that in the podcast interview that we just did, that I know will come out a little bit later. But it's like cancer was the pivotal point for me of recognizing that the life that I was living, the misalignment, I was in the wrong career, I was in the wrong marriage, I was living in the wrong place. I was just living my life in a way that was literally killing me. And cancer wasn't the problem, it was the symptom. And it was the symptom that finally got my attention of like the way you are living your life is going to kill you if you don't change. And actually the podcast episode that I just recorded on my own podcast talks exactly about that. It's my choice was literally change or die.
Yeah. Oh, so good. And your podcast, so that people can go check it out right now, is called
Mess to Millions.
So good. And I asked you, where were you sitting when you came up to that with that title? And I love how you were like, well, I was sitting in my mess, having just burned it down, thinking
In
about
a
the
huge
rebuild.
mess. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was sitting in my own mess. That was the summer. I burned my whole business down. I shut everything down. I shut down all operations. I fired my entire team, and I was sitting in what felt like a multi-million-dollar mess, right? Like it was a multi-million-dollar company, and it grew into something that was out of alignment because I was like the CEO and the manager. And it just goes to show that you constantly have to be paying attention and you constantly have to be evolving and changing your life to make sure that you're always in alignment, right? That thing grew to a point where it was too much, and I burned it down. In another point in my life where I was sitting in my own mess. But already relaunched and turned it into millions again. And that's what I think why you and I do this. It's like just because something doesn't work or there's a failure or whatever doesn't mean that it's not meant to be, right? Like we get back
Right.
up and we do the thing. Fall off the horse,
Totally.
you got to get back on.
That's right, girl. Get back on. Last question for our
Yes.
Facebook listeners. What most lights you up?
You? I mean, I love this woman. I cannot say enough. I love her on podcasts. I love her book. I love her in person. We went hiking. We rode horses together. I think there's so many things that light me up, but honestly, everything comes down to just feeling like I'm living my medicine and sharing my medicine with the world. And the things that the horses and the mountains and those kinds of things nurture me and fuel me so that I can do that.
Totally, girl. Takes one to know one. Right
Yes,
back at you. I
ma'am.
love you
Yes.
so much. And it's all about that original medicine, which we deep dive into in the full length interview. You're going to want to hear it. You're going to want to hear about her horses being horses and this expansiveness and all these incredible things. And if you are just seeing this today and haven't listened to the whole interview yet, where can people find you, Erica?
Aw. EricaCarrico.com is my website. We're all over the socials. You can DM me at Erica Lynn Carrico on Instagram.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everybody. And look for this episode coming soon to a podcast near you in November.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.